Thank you so much, Hebrew Choir. We get to the second part of the message today. My brothers and sisters, we are looking at the 10 lessons from Gethsemane, and we are looking at the second lesson, friends. The first one, you have gotten it. A prayer environment is very important. The second one is prayer partners are chosen. You see, Jesus chose, he selected. He had 11 disciples. Remember, at this time, Judas had already disappeared to go and betray him. So he had 11 disciples, with himself 12. And he gets here and he tells everybody, sit down. After he tells everybody, sit down, he picks 3 of them and he says, come, let's go this other side. And so he selects, because you cannot always engage in prayer with everyone. You can't go to any church and worship. You know that. You can't just walk and say that anywhere there is a prayer is good prayer to be, it's good to be there, because you may not be of one accord with those who you are praying. And if you are not of one accord, remember the early church in the book of Acts, those prayers are not going anywhere. You need to be of one accord. And so you need to select where, but you also need to select who you pray with. It needs to be very important. Select where, but also select who. The third point that I would like to share with you, my brothers and sisters, is that there are prayers you don't just express anywhere. While God is listening, you must also be careful who else is listening. When you read Matthew chapter 26, verse 37, it says that Jesus took Peter and the sons of Zebedee, that's James and John, and then in verse 38, he said to them, my soul is exceedingly sorrowful, even to death. Stay here and watch with me. Why didn't he tell the whole group that his soul is sorrowful? Why didn't he tell everybody that he is feeling like dying, exceedingly to the point of death? He feels this is too bad. Why didn't he tell everybody? Because not everybody can handle your issues. If you are to grow spiritually, there are things you cannot share with certain people, because they will use it against you tomorrow. They say, we know that guy. You remember the other time he was praying about his problem with witchcraft. He is not fit to serve this year. Just leave him. And they will say that for the next 50 years until you die. And so there are prayers you don't share with people, because those people are not God. They will not be able to bear the reality of what you are going through. And so Jesus selects 3 people who he was sure that they could handle what he was saying. And after pulling them from the others, he said, my soul is exceedingly sorrowful to the point of death. The others would have started discussing and say, what this guy can even raise the dead? He's talking about sorrowful to the point of death. Is he okay? Is everything fine? Is this how things should be? And so Jesus selected. You need to know that there are prayers you don't just express anyway. Even when they say write your prayer, there are prayers you only speak to God. Remember what Jesus said about prayer. He says, if you want to pray, go to your house. Don't stop outside the compound. Go into the room. Don't stop in the living room. Go into your inner room, and then don't just start praying. Lock the door and pray in secret. Because when you pray in secret, there is some effectiveness, and God answers that prayer. Because there are things that people should never, ever get to hear that you are praying about. And God, who hears in secret, will answer you. There are prayers that while we are praying to God, see to it that not everybody gets to hear about it. Because you may write it and somebody can pick handwriting and pick your circumstances and know who it is. And that's why in some places it has been safe to just say, I have a silent prayer. I have a thanksgiving. Because you come and tell everybody that, guys, I want to thank God, my business has succeeded. I now have 10 million shillings. I now have $100,000. When the prayer ends, You start getting texts and phone calls, can you lend me some, can you lend me some? And those who are asking will never repay even a single cent, and they will disappear even from that time. There are prayers you don't make in the presence